Don't do what?
Walk slower.
I can't walk slower.
Why?
I don't know. Man, it's really weird to hold this thing this way. I don't have much room. My face is just like taking up the whole screen.
I think that's a personal problem.
Good. I don't know about this. Freaking morning. There we go. Back up. I'll back up. You step forward.
We don't need to because it's.
I know, but that way, because if we're both at the same thing, it's just kind of weird.
You were very far forward from me. Back up more. Look, go more. You're still like.
Well, we got to be angled to the.
I'm just trying to say, like, when we're on the same plane, yes, you are taller than me, but we still fit.
Yes, but you're short and I'm tall. So if you went forward and I went backwards, we'd be more equals.
And when you do all your hand gestures, you don't beat me up.
There, we'll be way back here.
That's about right.
Yes. This is good. Good freaking morning.
Hey.
Whoever. Comments will start to appear here. People will have to comment for us to see them. So,
Good morning, Jeff Alley.
Alley. Good morning, sir.
Let's see what's hot.
So, what are we talking about today, Liz?
Nothing.
The same thing we
Whatever.
do every day, brain.
Try to take over the world.
Pinky and the brain.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard you sing anything.
Probably.
And it's online now.
Hopefully the last. Gosh, I used to love that show.
Oh, yeah, me too. It was a good one.
That's definitely
Hi, Mom.
very random moment right there. So what are we talking about today?
Whatever.
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 We're leaving it up to you. I have all the ideas all the time, and I was fresh out of them this morning. And Liz just couldn't open her brain to come up with anything.
No.
So we decided to let you guys decide. So you
Actually, I did have something to talk about, but you vetoed it.
What was that?
Ear Pro.
Oh.
You decided to have the conversation walking
I
from
know.
the
We
break
talked
room
about
in
it
the
for
ear.
15 minutes walking over here.
Always happens. What are we going to talk about today? Well, we could talk about this, and you're like, well,
And this.
well,
or
well
this,
but what
or
about
this?
this? And then we go back and forth in the office about the topic that one of us brought up, and then
we're talked out.
we're like, why didn't we go live instantly and do this? So
We should do that more often from our office. Just, hey, we're having a conversation. Just hit the button on the phone. But we never really know how things are going to turn out.
no.
I mean, it could get a little violent sometimes.
And it does turn into, well, we'd have to watch our mouth and stuff and not like drop F-bombs. I was cussing up a storm, and John, the owner, comes into the office. He's like,
Hey. Yeah.
It's like, I've never heard you cuss like that. Or something. I don't know what he said, but running a business, not a bar.
Yeah.
That's what I sounded like.
Yes.
And so, I don't know, a few minutes later, I'm going down the hallway, passing his office.
Dang it went by too fast.
And I realized, he said something about the popcorn machine.
Oh.
I realized that I forgot the milk frother for my coffee in the drawer, and I said, I dropped the F-bomb like right outside of his door. And then I said, shit. So me and Vinny were dying about
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Anyway.
Anyway.
He said something about the popcorn machine. It was, talk about the popcorn machine behind you.
No.
No.
Well, that was really weird.
Oh, it's not there. Oh, it is there.
It is there. What do you mean it's not there?
Oh, it's over that shoulder.
Yes,
It's like-
It was very strange that you put your finger in front of the camera because the comments are on the stupid side of the phone. When will be the next time you make popcorn? I don't know. I don't ever make popcorn. It's funny. I was at a shop, a car shop the other day, and they have maybe the same one, similar popcorn machine. I don't particularly love popcorn. It's kind of strange. I don't hate it, but I don't
Movie theater popcorn.
love it.
That's good.
Yeah, I really
Really
don't like
salty.
movie theater popcorn at all because it's just gets crap all over your hands when you're sitting in a place that you can't just go get up and wash your hands and stuff without, like, if I'm going to do that, I want to pause the movie. Can I do that?
Why don't you bring napkins? When will be the next time we make popcorn? So you didn't miss anything.
Because I'm going. So, do you take napkins when you go to a restaurant?
They have napkins outside by the popcorn. What? Have you ever been to the movies? Actually, we went to the movies, I don't know, a couple months ago, and they were out of napkins everywhere. I had to go into the bathroom and get paper towels out of the... But I remembered to bring them in.
You don't have to do that if you don't get popcorn.
You don't go to the movies without getting popcorn.
Yes, you do.
No.
I always go to the movies without getting popcorn.
Fail. How often do you go to the movies?
Like once every 3 years. I haven't been in a long time. I don't know. Here's one reason why.
Here we go.
Because when I watch a movie at home, this is how I watch a movie at home.
Got your hand on your hip.
When I go to a movie theater to watch a movie, this is how I watch a movie. I am terrible at staying awake. It could be a super I'll tell you when the last time I was.
I'm the same way, but I stayed awake.
We all went to go watch Top Gun, except for you because you were a slacker and you didn't show up. But
they have really nice seats.
I'm sitting next to Vinny, and I'm going like this.
What if you
Great
went first
movie.
thing in the
I
morning?
loved it. I don't know.
It's probably the timing.
I don't know. It's just because I sit still, right? Like
Oh yeah.
I'm always on the go, going somewhere, doing something.
Yesterday
and
at our...
I sit down and I'm like, okay,
Yep.
just shut off.
I know the struggle. Yesterday at Lady Sentinel party, everybody was sitting down eating and stuff, and I'm walking around with my plate in my hand, just eating and running around and stuff. I'm like, hey, you can have a seat. And I was like, no, danger. I will fall asleep. I'm surprised I don't faceplant my food at the kitchen table.
I don't even know what we were talking about. Oh, anyway, I was at the shop. They were making popcorn, and it smelled freaking delicious, and I really kind of wanted some, but...
It tastes delicious, too.
And when I have it, I like it. It's not like it's disgusting or gross or anything. It's just not anything that I ever
It's the
want.
teeth.
Oh, I definitely don't like
Stuff in
that.
your teeth.
Yeah, definitely don't like that.
Good morning, Jan.
Jan, good freaking
You have a great day, too, Jeff Alley.
Bye, Jeff.
So, I don't know.
What else? So let's just,
Hold on. We need to ask. Do you guys like popcorn? And if so, is it movie theater popcorn? Just say yes.
And then like butter, no butter, cheddar, white cheddar.
Popcorn is not good for you. Good morning, Cynthia.
Cynthia, good morning.
Corn in general is, I don't think, very good for you. But
Very true.
that makes sense.
But what about popcorn isn't good for you?
I don't think our body digests corn very well.
Okay, but if that's all it is, then that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Um,
So what I did want to talk about this morning was Ear Pro. I broke mine. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, Phil Spears.
I know it's coming back very
Oh, yeah.
slowly, but it might go away later today. This is why I talked about this. Charles, I talked about this the last time somebody asked about why I keep shaving my beard off. My beard's going great, which I don't really care about. That's fine with me, except that I have one dark line right here, and I have one over here. And it would be totally fine with me if they were symmetrical, but I have one that goes this way and one that goes this way. And it annoys me.
I never noticed that until you brought it
But
up.
now you're not going to be able to not notice
Well,
it,
now
just
you
like
just
all
told
of them.
all the internets.
The whole internet now is going to see my asymmetricness.
How dare you?
Yes. I can't, these comments, I just can't deal
So
with it.
mad.
Yes.
Jan says, plain at home watching a football game or movie. Or
Plain popcorn, gotcha.
Hallmark Channel. You would not believe how often the Hallmark Channel got brought up yesterday at our
What?
party. I know.
Well, it was a bunch of women, so that makes sense.
The Hallmark Channel is awesome. Gordon says, it's the goop you put on it. Yes.
Goop.
The popcorn or the beard? What are we talking
yeah,
about?
that's what I was, in my brain, I
Makes
was
your
thinking
face
beard.
look crooked.
But
No. Popcorn, yes. Oh, kettle corn. Do you like kettle corn?
I do. Again, it's not something,
Fresh
I
kettle
would
corn.
not go buy it. But if we were out somewhere and somebody had some and you're like, I would have some. I like it. It's good. I wouldn't buy it. I just don't.
Good morning, Lewis. Good morning, Don Fitz.
Don Fitz, yo.
Ryan says, a little just for men, fix that right up. There you go.
I'd have to go. I'd rather just go gray.
Just go gray then.
Yeah.
Just do it. I'm trying to get mine to go full on too. It's the in thing now.
Whatever.
Ear Pro.
I don't care about that.
I want to talk about Ear Pro.
So talk then. Just.
And I want your all's suggestions because obviously you watch our channel, so it's a very good chance you've been here before in our indoor range.
This is where my problem comes in. Right now. Go ahead. Ask the question. Just do it.
Everybody's opinion becomes the problem.
Yes.
Okay.
And
go ahead, say it. Just let it out.
Say ill-informed opinion.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I do.
Some of these people spend more time on the range than I have lately.
Okay, with the same Ear Pro.
What?
They bought Ear Pro A, whatever it is, walkers.
Yes. Right.
And they work well, because they do.
They do.
And they love them, so they're going to say they're the best.
I don't double up, Ryan. I have little baby ear canals, and those things bother the crap out of my ears. So I just use over the ear. I currently have Peltor Tactical 300s, which are the electronic versions, and I love them. I absolutely love them, but they don't hold up for very long for me. I usually have to buy.
Can you talk for a minute while I go grab my Ear Pro and your Ear Pro?
Sure.
Yes, you can. Okay, I'll be talking.
So the Peltor Tactical 300s, they have 100s, 300s, and 500s, and I've had the 300s for a while, but they've warrantied them out for me a couple times because I broke the little clip here at the top, and that's usually what happens. They always break in the same spot every time. I'm not going to warranty them out this time. I actually dropped them on the ground. They fell off the bench this time. So Phil has the 500s, and those have an additional Bluetooth. Good morning, Johnny. And the other day I borrowed his Ear Pro, and I connected it to my phone so I could listen to music. And I don't know what I was doing. I was either running a call or I was shooting or something. I don't always leave them lay around, Don Fitz. But anyway, so I connected his to my phone and just listened to music. First off, I love listening to music while I'm practicing. While I'm doing pretty much anything. It keeps me from overthinking. It does. Anyway, but then he went down on the range the next day, I think, or something, and I was right above him teaching in the classroom. And so he's got his Ear Pro on, and he's trying to teach, and then randomly it would connect to my phone and say Bluetooth connecting, and then disconnecting, and it connected.
So you got to realize that even though she's right above me, there's 18 inches of concrete, so it's not a great connection. I'm standing there talking, doing my thing, and all of a sudden my thing goes doo-doo-doot, Bluetooth connected. And I was like, what? And of course then the students were like, what's wrong with this guy? And then doo-doo-doot, Bluetooth disconnected. It was, thank you for the annoyance. It was
You're
fantastic.
Welcome. You should have told me, and I would have played some music for you.
So what she was saying, where she's had some problems with them holding up. These are my Ear Pro, same version as what she has, just the next step up with Bluetooth. That's the only difference. I've broken mine. I think this is the second. Is this my second or third set of these?
I think it's your second.
I've broken it right here, where this piece connects in here. And that's where yours broke too?
That's where the past 2 times broke, but this time it broke over here.
So while this is what Ear Pro is supposed to look like, this is what hers look like right now.
Because I took mine off the headband.
I did think of a great way we could do this. We could just put these on here and then get one of those 80s headbands and hold everything in place. Okay. I think that'd be awesome.
Let's do it.
That'd be cool. The sweatbands. But did you give any of your caveats for noise and such?
No, not yet. You came in and interrupted me.
Okay,
Ryan says he's on Walker Razors. They're okay, but I need something less intrusive for shotgunning. These are more intrusive.
These are bigger.
Bungee cords. It's just the voices in her head that you were hearing, Phil. Yeah, you were hearing my voices.
My goodness,
you
that
don't
would
want
be.
that.
I do not want that.
Go crazy. Okay, so here's some things that I consider when it comes to Ear Pro. I have tried Howard Lights, I have tried Walker razors, and then I've tried some other ones in the meantime too. But those are the two big ones, and then the Peltors for me have been the ones that I've always come back to. So Walker razors don't have an auto off function, and that is, I definitely need that. But they pick up a lot of ventilation noise. Since we're in an indoor range.
So can we back up for a second? If you don't know, you can have standard earmuffs that are just what you think. They go over your ears, they muffle noise. You can have electronics. These earmuffs are electronic so that it allows you to hear voices below a certain decibel level. So if somebody's talking to you, you can hear it. When it senses a noise over a certain decibel level, it shuts off the amplification of noise. So when it hears a gunshot, within a microsecond, it shuts off. Okay?
That's so crazy.
So essentially, they amplify noise so that you can hear it. And they have volume up, down, whether it's a knob or a button or whatever, so you can make them louder or more quiet. Now, what she's talking about is here in indoor range, we have ventilation. We got to keep the air moving because you're shooting guns, right? You're running a car indoors, same type of
Gets
thing.
a little smoky.
So you need to have ventilation to keep the air moving. Well, those fans are loud. And so when you're wearing something on your ears that's amplifying the noise, the fans aren't as loud as a gunshot, so it doesn't shut down, but it amplifies that noise. What we found is that these actually do a fantastic job of picking up voices and amplifying voices, but not amplifying the ventilation noise, the fan noise. And especially for us, it may not be as noticeable for you guys, but when we spend 4-8 hours in a bay with fans running, it gets annoying. And you do that day after day after day after day. So these are really, really good for that. Of good noise suppression with gunshots, good noise amplification for voices, but it doesn't pick up the fans and amplify those.
Yeah, not as bad. They're still
awesome.
there, but
oh yeah,
not as bad.
for sure. You can still hear them, but not nearly as bad.
And I really like how they fit on my head. They fit more like headphones. They come out from the side more versus the Walkers and definitely the Howard Lights. They're more narrow at the top, so they squeeze my head, and and especially the Howard Lights. If you Howard Lights, I always have issues with, especially with a lot of my students, because they leave an opening down here at the bottom, and that allows noise to come in. The only way to get them to fit right for a lot of people is to have like a gap up here above your head, and well, that's just not as comfortable. So, but yeah, you're right, Gordon. They break, but my Walkers have broke. Like with the Walkers, the little cable that comes out right at the top. So every time you move this back and forth,
I've gone through 3 of them.
Yeah, it breaks that wire.
Yeah, Vinny's got 2 or 3 pairs of them sitting on his desk because Vinny loses them all the time, and he buys another set, and then he finds them and stuff. And at least 1 or 2 of his pairs don't work. They're just regular earmuffs now because that cable has broken. I've seen it on a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, I've been wearing these for several years, and when you were using mine, I grabbed a set of Vinny's razors and put them on. They fit my head fine. That doesn't really bother me, but the noise was
way
super
different.
apparent. Now, if I used those for years, and it never bothered me until I understood there was something better. It's just like, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I can drive this car forever, and it's falling apart, and you're just keeping it together with duct tape and super glue, and it's fine. It still gets you from A to B. Then all of a sudden you drive something else, and you're like, dang, man, it's
kind of nice.
Kind of nice.
And they're not. I don't know, what do the razors cost? So they're a little less expensive than the Peltors.
They are less expensive than those.
There's various levels of the razors too, Walker makes a lot of electronics.
Yeah.
They have different levels of them as well. I did have the Excels, the bigger ones. They still they had an auto off feature, which is huge, and you can individually manage both ears, which to me didn't seem logical. But they still let in a lot of ventilation noise, and I've been working at a shooting range for a long time, and it matters for us as instructors. It might not matter for you, but again, it's the way that these fit was a really big part for me, because they're not narrow up here, so they don't squish your head as much. He actually has gel cups on his, which are a huge benefit. If you have any ear protection, buy some of these gel cups that usually you just pull off the old ones and snap in the new ones. There's no tools or anything. And they're so much more comfortable against your ear, especially over your ear pro that pushes into your head a little bit. And then they also seal better, so they just keep the noise out a little bit better.
Something that a lot of people don't consider is that you're wearing glasses of some sort, right? So that has to seal on the glasses. And if it's I've got some where the ear cups are old and worn out and dried up and whatever, and when you wear them, it pushes the glasses into your temple. And again, when you're wearing them all day long, or even for 3 or 4 hours, it can start to give you a headache. So I love these, except that they're expensive enough, and I've broken a couple of pairs. Now, we do use them all the time. We wear Ear Pro. It's like putting pants on, right? I mean, it really is. We wear Ear Pro all the time. It's scary to try something else. I had a company send me a pair to try, and
I think those are the one Don Fitz brought up.
What's that?
Axles.
Axles, yeah. Axles,
ear ones.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Now the in-ear ones, I have worn those downstairs. They are not great indoors. I love them outside. I absolutely love them outside. Indoors are not quite enough. I have worn them. I take it back. Not the axles I've worn inside by themselves. They're electronic inner ear. I've also worn the what are the ones you mold yourself?
Oh, the decibels.
Decibels.
Yeah.
I too have goofy ear canals. Okay. Foamies will work their way out for me.
Yeah, me too.
I have decibels, and when I want to double up, I use those. Those stay in my ears really well, so I can wear those with my earmuffs over the top. They have a percussion filter for decibels that you're supposed to be able to wear indoors or outdoors. They're not electronic, but they only let a certain level of noise in. They're too loud for me inside.
Indoors.
Jeff Alley used to wear them indoors, and he loved them. But I would wear those underneath my electronic ears, and they worked fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't do it a ton anymore, and I probably should, but I don't.
So real quick, we got to hold the thought. Good morning, AD, and then we'll ask your 300 blackout question, and we'll do our best. And then Ryan asked if we stock the Ear Pro that we prefer. Yes, we do. Not his. He's got the 500s. We don't have the 500s here, but we do have
100s and 300s.
100s and 300s. And then the in-ear. I actually prefer in-ear. Those little Christmas tree ones. I think Surefire makes some that I like. I'll use those outdoors.
Yeah. So the Surefire ones I've tried a few times. I've got a set or two. Again, my ears are different sizes. So and they make them in different sizes. Like I don't know if small, medium, large, or just medium and large or whatever. But I have to have two different ones to get them to stay in my ears.
Yeah.
I prefer either foamies or and the foamies still will work themselves out over time for me.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. People very often don't put foamies in correctly, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But I really like the decibel stuff because once it's molded to your ear, it pops right in.
Maybe I should try those.
It's really easy. Here's what I caution people, though, is if you get decibels and you want to wear them in here, that's fine, especially just the standard earplug ones. They work fantastic. But you need to try them with over-the-ear muffs first. So you can go into the range and lift one ear cup up and be like, okay, that one's good. And this, oh, nope, that's not good. And then you can remold them, put them back in hot water, push them back in your ear. Because I've certainly had it happen where I have one that's great and one that's not and have to remold. Yeah. But they are pretty darn nice.
They're kind of like doing like molding a mouth guard or something. Yeah. Like you just
Yeah, you put them in hot water and smash it in your ear.
That's crazy.
It is, but it works fantastically.
I'll try them maybe.
Okay. Just put it in your ear and I'll just
Got me that noise.
Uh-oh.
That's
Dan just
point.
said don't leave them in your car in the summertime. I'm going to guess you learned from personal experience? Yep.
You can just remold them though, right?
Yeah.
No?
Oh. They were like,
intertwined within.
Oh,
ah.
that's a good point. Well, I guess
That's kind of
I mean, what if
interesting.
you had them in your range bag and you're out shooting all day? Like if they got hot enough and they.
I don't know about in a range bag. In a car, it get pretty darn hot.
Yeah.
But
I've never
anyway.
even held some, so. Use a tortilla. What?
To slap you
Oh.
with. I'm jamming up. What is that? Is there another comment that I missed?
Well, he has a question about a streamer blackout. So you can try to articulate your question as best as possible on here, but unfortunately, jams can come from
All sorts of
a
stuff.
lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do our best. Otherwise, bring it up here and we'll take a look at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I asked the question, but I don't know if we'll be able to help. We could potentially, we could give you some sage advice. Bring it in here. There you go.
So why don't you demonstrate how to put inner ear pro at the inner?
Okay,
plug?
so big thing that you see people do with foamies, they pinch them up and they just stick in their ear. So there's like this much of the earplug sticking out of their ear.
Sometimes they don't even pinch them up. They just,
stuff them.
Stuff them in there.
So what you want to do is pinch it up or roll it up and then reach over and grab the top of your ear and lift up, because your ear canal kind of does one of these little numbers. So if you lift it up, your ear canal straightens out and you can get that earplug in way, way further, and it will stay put for much, much longer. So you just roll it up, lift your ear up, push it in, hold it there for a second, let it start expanding, and then you can just let it go. You do that on both sides, and you will have a way better seal in your ear.
And they have actually a higher decibel rating protection than the over-the-ear earmuffs.
Yeah.
But if you put them in right, if you don't put them in right, then
It don't do any good.
Yeah. And a lot of people will double up. They will put the inner ear and then the over-the-ear as well. And this is kind of nice to do with electronics, because then you can have that extra protection, but the electronics amplify the normal noise and stuff too. So that's always an option if you have sensitive ears, but you can choose one or the other.
Yeah, if you're going to be in a bay, let's just say you showed up today and you were shooting and there's a whole bunch of rifles, short barrel rifles or AR pistols around you. I was doing a private lesson yesterday and there was a guy with this, vicious muzzle brake right next to us. We couldn't even hold a conversation at all while he was shooting.
Yeah.
And I don't begrudge him for it. He's just shooting his gun, having fun. And honestly, for him, it's probably not nearly that bad, but for us, it was obnoxious. If you're going to be in a situation like that, go back outside, take your earmuffs off, put plugs in, put your earmuffs over the top. It's for that loud crack, or by suppressors. That's what you need to do. That loud crack is piercing, and it's nice to have doubled up hearing protection for that.
One other consideration with ear pro is if you're using the muffs like this, the deeper the cup generally is going to give you more protection. If the real thin ones, you're good. I know. I was trying so hard.
Sorry, straight to athletic cups and
yes,
said deeper and protection, and
it happens. Anyway,
gosh dang it.
So if you have a shallow one, then it's going to be easier to shoot rifles and long guns when you need a cheek weld, but you're sacrificing some protection there.
So yes and no. So there's man.
Let it out.
Let me go get her.
Okay. He's walking away again. Now I really don't know what to talk about, because you're supposed to fill in the gaps here.
Yeah. You're very good at talking about random nonsense.
That's true, but we're on a subject, and I don't want to change the subject. So he's coming over with a rifle. Brian, you said earlier it's difficult to shoot shotguns with the Walker razors. So have you thought about just using the inner ear plugs? That's what I would choose to use if I'm shooting rifles. I'll suck it up for a little while and
hold that, please. Thank you. So what we see a lot of people doing with their ear pro, what we're talking about here is this interfering with the stock, right? So if you're shooting it incorrectly and you're standing straight up like this and trying to lean over to see the sight, it can be much more difficult. If you get a good stance, my ears don't get in the way at all. Now, for Ryan, that's a little bit. There's a little bit different complication, right? But
I have an issue with my glasses with shooting rifles.
as the recoil making your glasses fall down, or
just naturally my glasses always want to go down. So, but yes,
okay.
as soon as.
Oh man, just like a strip of duct tape here and here, and maybe one across the nose. What if you just got one of those the breathe right strips put on your nose?
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Let's do it. Then try it. It's for science.
Science, yes.
It's for science.
It's bad. Okay, Jan got my inner ear ones custom made from the ENT doctor. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Worth the expense. I just haven't bought any yet. My Monte Carlo style stock isn't helping. Yeah. Wear contacts. No, I'm done with contacts.
No, wear contacts.
No. The headphones are paired and are the what? The headphones are paired and are the microphone now. I don't know what you mean by that. Maybe some of them do have microphones on.
I think you fat fingered something.
I bought the little walkie thing that went over my walkers a while ago, and at the time I was working on the range, and all the instructors had them, so we thought that it would be helpful to be able to talk to each other through that. No, it's annoying. You use it like one time, and it's like.
I had the same thing because it used to work on the channels that we used here, so I could hear stuff when I'm on the range if I wanted to, which I didn't mind.
Yeah.
But I hardly ever used it. Hardly ever. And I too thought the same thing, that it'd be nice. I actually considered for a while buying a couple pairs to use with students so that when we're in a bay doing a private lesson that we could give that to them to make it easier to communicate. But you start talking over each other and it's tough. It doesn't work that well.
And that makes them a lot heavier on one side.
Yeah.
I think the phone is connected to some ear pro.
Oh. Because your phone. Great.
You turned them on?
I just turned them off. I turned them on because I was talking and it sounds weird when they're not on. It does. It sounds like I'm talking in a trash can. So I turned them on.
Sounds like we're in a barrel.
So, oops.
Good job. Okay, we just need to. I'm going to have to forget that device.
Yes, you are going to have to forget that device.
That's funny.
Good job.
That's funny.
Oops. My bad.
Um,
So now nobody knows what we just said for the last.
They heard us. It just sounded like we were in a barrel. It was probably just.
That's it, but why? That doesn't have a microphone on it.
I don't know.
Huh. Now we're going to have to go back and watch it. I want to know what it sounded like and what happened. Anyway, so that's our ear pro conundrum. And
see, that was a good conversation. I told you it was a good topic. Hey, does anybody have one of those really expensive ones, like the MSAs? I know MSA makes good safety equipment. Or I know the military ones are pretty awesome too, but I'm not spending $600 on an ear pro. But then
what if
should
it's
I?
worth it?
Like,
yes,
right,
you
like,
wear them every day. But like you got to spend $600 to know. I don't want to do that.
I don't either.
I truly would. No, I'd have a hard time spending $600 on ear pro.
But
I
we
do
use
wear
them
them every day,
all the time.
So
all the time.
MSA, if you want to send me a pair or both of us a pair, that's fine.
Yeah, right.
Because I'm sure they're watching. I don't know. I have no idea. I would certainly think so. What are these? What's retail on these?
Like
Do you remember?
150?
What?
Like 150?
These? I thought these were. I thought the 300s were 150 or.
Yeah, but those are like 30. I don't know. I thought that those were 150 and mine were like 130.
All right, maybe. Okay. Well, we'll just say $150. Is it 5 times better than these?
Maybe.
I don't know, but I have to spend 5 times the money to find out. I tell you what, mine still work. Yours are broken. You buy those, and then we'll test them out. We'll beat them on the ground and see how well they hold up. We'll stomp on them.
When I originally bought my pair, mine were only $75. And then when you went to go buy yours, I think they were still inexpensive. You bought the 500s. And then I was like, well, I want the 500s.
Yeah.
And then they went up to like $180.
Yeah.
what the heck? They doubled in price.
So
Use FSA funds on your ear pro. Ooh. I don't know. Try it out. Let me know.
yeah, I don't know.
That's a good idea. Okay.
So what else do we have? No, what else do we have going on coming up? No, for that, what did we do last week? Where did we go? What did we do?
Oh, we went to the Holocaust Museum.
You need to go. If
I'm old. Don Fitz called me old. I'm not old. I don't care. What does that make you?
We got an opportunity to go to the Holocaust Museum. I've been there a bunch of times prior to it getting remodeled 2 years ago, I think. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Go check that place out. If you want a place to go and see what kind of craziness this world is capable of, go check it out.
Yeah.
It's very well worth the time. I don't know what we spent 2 hours or so walking through the museum, and we
30% of it, maybe.
Yeah. We read. There's a bunch of reading, videos to watch, different stuff like that. Really, really cool. If you have an opportunity, go check it out.
It walks you
especially if
through
you've
it.
never been.
It's really neat, and it's self-guided, and it's a pretty cool place to learn about some history, and it's really fascinating how you can relate current times to things from back then that we always think like that'll never happen here.
Yeah.
Never. And it's just enlightening. So, and then obviously to be very humbled by what many people have gone through and went through, and it just gives you a different perspective on what you have and what you take for granted every day. So, go check it out.
Go check it out for sure.
And you go through a security checkpoint, so
Yes.
don't be concealed carrying when you go. So,
I always have so much crap in my pockets, and I totally forgot about my damn pocket knife.
how do you forget about that?
I don't know. I don't know because it's in my pocket all the time. And if Cindy and I are going somewhere that we know that I can't take that stuff, she's got to ask me like 5 times because I'll like just grab it out of habit. I'll go to pick up my keys, grab a pocket knife, whoop, put them both in my pocket, and just not even think about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I walked in the
becomes so
door and
normal.
she's like, "Anybody have any firearms or this or that or pocket knives?" And I was like, "Dang it, yep." I'm gonna go back outside. But yeah, if you get an opportunity, make time. Go check it out.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
For sure. And then what do we have coming up soon?
First thing we have coming up is the child exploitation presentation from the Child Advocacy Center of St. Louis on what day? I don't.
February 12th.
12th. Okay. Listen, we opened this up to 50 people, and it filled up. So we bumped it to 60 people on Saturday, I think. Bumped it to 60 people, and I didn't look at it this morning. If it's not full, last night it had like 3 spots left in it. Please, if you're not going to make it and your name is on the list, you will be getting an email from us either today or tomorrow reminding you of this. But please let us know that you're not going to make it.
Yeah.
Hey, something else came up. I can't make it. That way we can take you off the list, open up the seat for somebody else that wants to get in it.
Please.
Pretty please. It's going to be a very hard presentation to sit through because it's freaking disgusting. But it is a fantastic presentation to sit through because it's freaking disgusting and it happens all the damn time. So if you're on that list, please do your very best to make it out here. If you can't make it, no big deal. Just let us know so we can open up that spot for somebody else. Do you have the buckles for the core belts?
I don't think we just sell them by themselves.
Yeah, no, we do have buckles for core belts that are attached to a belt. So you can come buy a belt and it will come with a buckle. And then on the 19th of February, we have a women's self-defense clinic that we are doing with the fine folks down the street at Gracie Baja. $50.
Punch Spill in the Face
It
Day.
is Punch Spill in the Face Day. It's $50. We're going to do, normally when we do this, we just do some groundwork because it's a jiu-jitsu gym, but they also teach striking there. So this time we're going to incorporate some striking. So that $50 gets you a set of gloves and 2 hours of training. The gloves are yours to keep if you sign up by what time? Because we got to know how many to order.
February 10th, I think. 7th or 10th. I
Okay.
want to say the 7th, but I just want to. My phone just gave me a weird message.
Who the heck did that?
Who did that?
Anyway,
Anyway,
yeah, by the middle of February, sometime, sign up. There's a link on our website. Maybe.
crazy. Charles.
Charles! Is there a link on our website for the Gracie thing?
Not on the website itself.
Fix it.
Okay.
There's a link for the flyer that has.
What is the flyer on the website?
No, it's not.
Okay.
The link
So look at
Charles
our
will fix
Facebook
it.
events and
Yeah,
if
look
you-
at our Facebook events. It's there. You can. It's not. You don't pay for anything until you
Actually,
get there.
The link is there.
We need to have a permanent.
Charles!
page.
The link is there. I updated it.
It's there on the website somewhere. It's also in our Facebook events, so you can you just sign up. It's just a Google form you fill out, just again so that we can figure out how many sets of gloves to order and so forth, and have an idea how many people are coming. Again, if you're not going to make it, please let us know. We don't want 75 people to sign up and we buy 75 sets of gloves and 4 people show up. We'd be not happy about that.
Not happy.
Yeah.
Not happy. I think that's it.
I think that's all I got to say about that.
That's all I got to say.
But there are more events.
What? What? Charles is coming with a purpose. Come on in here, Charles, and
Charles.
explain to us what all's
Tail
happening.
us.
We've got 2 more events during February in addition to the ones that they mentioned. We have 2A Day happening on the 22nd
Oh, yeah.
with Alex Shea coming in, KD coming in, and also Chief Bergfeld of the Baldwin Police. And on the 20th,
How much do they pay for that one, Charles?
$0.
$0.
You get to shoot for free?
You get to shoot for free all day.
What?
And we're going to have all sorts of specials going on.
2 a day, all day.
The other thing too is on the 25th we're going to have Silent Night, so you can learn more about suppressors and silencers, and then you can shoot our stuff downstairs. So
How much is that one?
that one is it's $50.
$50, yeah, I think so. $50. You sign up for that on our website. If you're new to suppressors or thinking about how does the suppressor world work? How do I buy one? Can I buy one? That's a great. You get way more than $50 worth of information from it. Plus, you get to go down and try a bunch of stuff out. We have handguns with suppressors, rifles with suppressors.
Machine guns
Maybe,
with suppressors.
maybe machine guns with suppressors. And you can go down and try stuff out and look, touch, feel, and just kind of see what it does, what kind of difference it makes. It's very nice. Everybody should have
Now,
one.
if you go to the homepage on the website stl.com or therangestl.com, there will be a link there to all the events for February, so you can just go to that page and pick whatever event you want and sign up for.
Pick all the events.
All of
Pick all the events. So
Do all the events. Thank you, Charles.
have a good day.
Appreciate you.
Charles gonna have to wear ear pro around here.
Yes. So yeah, now that's all I got to say about that. That's
Okay.
all the events. We got a lot of stuff going on in February.
do.
We got a lot of
It's
stuff
busy.
going on all the time,
Yes.
which is good. We are very busy. Very busy.
Flag.
Dumb fits. All right. Do you have anything else?
No.
Okay, me either. Let's go
Oh,
with
pay attention to some of the
So
videos
you
that
do have
Charles
something else.
posts and has posted because we have some people that just came back from SHOT Show, so they got to check out some new stuff. Somebody asked about it earlier, so
Okay.
it reminded me. But look at some of those videos, see what they went and saw, and see what they went and saw. Yeah,
See what they went and saw.
yeah, see what they. That makes sense.
It does,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, if they're not all published yet, they will be published here shortly. So go check out our YouTube channel to see all the cool, fun stuff that they saw there. And then ask whatever questions you got on the videos or send us an email, info@therangestl.com. If you have training questions, you can send email to training@therangestl.com. If you guys need something, come see us, 14803 Manchester Road in beautiful Baldwin, Missouri. 10 to 8, Monday through Friday, Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 10 to 6. That's all we got. You guys stay safe. Be nice to one another. No Valentine's specials. I don't know. Valentine's Day's dumb.
It is dumb.
Valentine's Day's dumb. What, are you waiting on me?
Yes, I'm waiting for.
What am I
my
doing?
hand's getting tired, so I can push the button.
Okay. Well, then just
You gotta
push the button
say
whenever
the
you
thing.
want. And what am I supposed to say? See, you don't know. Stay safe. Be nice to one another. We'll catch you soon. Later.